was birthed from the desire to dramatically affect and alter the quality of life as seen in today's world, to offer a respite from the seemingly never-ending hustling and bustling of our great city, Lagos. In our own way, as you come in, actually, you would have seen that we have created the experience that we're trying to build for Isimi. And as you have come in, you've experienced the decor, which embodies what Isimi is all about. And we know that as the event unfolds, we intend to draw you in to show you what rest can and should and really should look like. And that's what we hope that Isimi experience would be. I would like to thank the team that worked tirelessly to bring this event from idea to reality. The mastermind in the hands that brought this event to be a success, and as well as the amazing in-house team, Landway Investment Limited. And we thank you once again, and we appreciate you for coming. And we hope that as you go through the program today, you will experience what rest truly means. Thank you very much.
In the words of Stephen Gardenia, good buildings come from good people, and all problems are solved by good designs. At Landway, we're proud of our team of young, driven, talented, and committed humans who continually commit to excellence in our operations and projects. Since our inception in 2017, we have zealously worked to disrupt and change the status quo by creating technological solutions that provide seamless access to real estate and leverage for real estate investors. Our foray into construction began in late 2019. We're resolved to build with global best practice principles and excellence as our yardstick. In our capacity, we strive to live a positive and lasting experience for our clients when they subscribe to our buildings. We are encouraged by the feedback from clients, which serves as our fuel to actualize the development of over 400 units of apartments and homes by December 2021. Landway offers a variety of land sizes and homes, strategically positioned to deliver seamless infrastructure, green vibrancy, and viable living to its residents. Our competitive advantage is our variety of properties designed with ingenious building concepts for the best aesthetics and functionality. Our estate, situated in Lekki Epe Axis, commonly referred to as New Lagos, boasts of adequate drainage system, energy-sufficient solar-powered streetlights, reliable electricity and water supply, sophisticated security systems, and exquisite welcome lounge. As Michael S. Smith said, good houses take work. Committed to our golden formula, developments on some estates are still in progress at an impressive pace. By our projection, these estates will be completed and set for occupancy by December 2021. We know that a house is made of walls and beams, and a home is built with love and dreams. At Landway, we go all out to make certain your home is an investment that will reap rewards for a lifetime and ensure you always have a place that invites you with arms wide open.
The luxury life. The one thing everyone chases, but then only a few embraces. The one thing everyone hopes for, but then again, only a few will be known for. At some point in our lives, we've all dreamt of living the luxury life, but only a few wake up to reality and take up responsibility to set things straight. TikTok, no time for cheap talk. We've been up all night while the city slept, digging deep, creating dreams, building legacies across borders and overseas. So brace up and let nature's finest feed your mind, body, and soul with its goodness. Because the journey to a first of its kind luxury takes only one way: Landway.
In the beginning, there was paradise. The earth watered itself and there was no need for rain. Animals roamed freely, giraffes taking leisurely strolls with tigers, porcupines and pandas rolling about. Then man was created. Careful hands crafted man and placed him in the heart of paradise with one job: to maintain it. Over time, however, man began to seek more, to want more. Industries were established, factories were built, and everything began to change. The rivers began to fill with oil, forests dwindled under the impact of man's expansion. Exotic species that had once roamed began to disappear. Blissful sounds became the jarring noise of engines and generators, and people had to yell to be heard. The earth began to deteriorate, growing increasingly bare as year after year went by. People shouted about fixing the earth. People even sang songs about it. But it only grew worse. Worse. And worse. Now, man seeks to return to how it was in the beginning, to attain a life that mirrors the paradise that was lost. This pursuit is what has driven men to build underwater walkways, to build structures that place men above the clouds. This desire for a quality of life, as it was in the beginning, is what pushes Elon Musk to want to explore the moon, to explore Mars. This longing for something better, for something different. Why do you think men inhabit the improbable places? Mountains, forests, islands. It's a search for rest, for Isimi. What is Isimi? Breeze rustling through the trees, birds chirping early morning greetings as they perch on windowsills, water running over pebbles, flowers opening up after tucking themselves in for the night, the sun making a slow ascent across the sky, casting its warm glow on everything it touches. The Yoruba people of Nigeria sought a word that could describe this ideal and created the word Isimi, an encapsulation of this perfect state. Isimi is a very robust word, meaning rest, wellness, vacation, holiday. Basically, it describes a state of complete ease, free from anxiety, a state of being rejuvenated, renewed, restored, and reborn. But what if Isimi was a place? The dream city, nestled in the pulsing heart of nature, surrounded by the sights and sounds that only Mother Nature herself could provide. A cocoon away from the daily hustle and bustle that accompanies living. a haven that offers you a new genre of life. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to take you on a journey through Isimi Lagos, Nigeria's first ever wellness city. Welcome to the Isimi experience.
Rise and imagine yourself nestled in Mother Nature, the trees, the sounds of birds chirping, the sound of the water, the lake. You're immediately aware of the blissful silence as you step into a place where the honking of cars that trademark the noise of Lagos and the sounds of heavy machinery are a little more than a myth. I'm talking about hybrid electric cars as soon as you walk in. There's always more than one way to achieve a goal. So why do you want to walk in when you can fly in? There's something so majestic about the chopper blades cutting through the air and the majesty of how you land. I mean, it's such a beautiful feeling. Or maybe you even just want to cruise in. Not many things compare to the feeling of riding the waves and the feel of the waves on your skin, of the wind. Isimi backs the Lekki Lagoon and takes just 40 minutes from VI via boat. The feeling of the water parting for you to walk through, taking you to your dreamland, Isimi. And the first thing you want to do once you arrive is take a breath of fresh air. The air in Isimi Lagos is like, it's fresh with no hint of smoke, whatever. You're breathing in crisp, clean air that has been purified by the trees. The city is entirely powered by the sun, so you can kiss goodbye to the woes of generators and excessive air pollution around you. Your lungs will thank you for this. Utopia.
And if you're a lover of sports, Isimi Lagos is utopia, the ideal location, the perfect destination. Can you give Tiger Woods a run for his title? Do you love golf? Do you dream of playing professionally? Or maybe you can barely hit the ball right. I guess the right question would be, do you enjoy golf? Because if you do, then the Isimi Lagos golf course is going to be a treat for you. Perfectly manicured course. The playability of this field will make golf so much more than just a game. Or maybe golf isn't your thing. Maybe polo is. The game of kings. And then when you play this on a state-of-the-art polo turf with perfectly trained horses that are at par with some of the best horses in the world, when you put these two together, you understand why polo is a game fit for royals. Or maybe you like to swim. In Isimi Lagos, Olympic-sized pools will give you more than enough room to splash if you want to take a dip from time to time.
Explore. Isimi Lagos sits on over 305 acres of land. So if you're the type that likes to go for an adventure, you just might want to bring a pair of hiking boots along. Explore the terrain because there is so much adventure that awaits you. The wind whistling in your ears as you drive through, driving on an evening with the sun setting and the sound of the trees, with the stars in the sky, the moon in the sky. Driving is short of a dream. The excellently planned and built road network will make driving such a beautiful experience for you. But watch out, because you're not alone. The Isimi Petting Zoo will bring all of your fantasies to your fingertips. I mean, why watch nature? Why watch the zebras, the giraffes through a 3D screen when you can have them right in front of you, feel them, see them, touch them, smell them, get a front row view of nature. And just in case you don't play polo, well, the Isimi Stables is home to horses that are not only perfectly bred, but are also trained and groomed by experienced hands, kept ready for rides whenever you want them, kept ready for the ride of a king or a queen.
Enhance. If what you're looking for is a space to work, maybe a work retreat, or you have an idea that you want to birth, but with the hustle and bustle of your everyday life, it's hard to maybe make out time. Or maybe what you need is just a cocoon away from the noise of Lagos, where you can bring forth your ideas. Then the Tech Valley in Isimi is everything that you need. High-speed internet, 24-hour power supply, and a vibrant tech community will not just match your expectations, it will drastically enhance your work experience. It's no secret that co-creation is the future of work. And with the workspaces in Isimi, the future of co-creation is here. The workspaces are designed to foster communal working, but it also doesn't stifle individual creativity. The colors are taken from Mother Nature's palette, and it enhances your idea creation. It enhances your work experience. It's just the way Mother Nature wanted it from the beginning. With these meeting rooms, you are given a tranquil space surrounded by nature. It's the perfect environment to bring those future-defining ideas to life.
While the sun is setting, casting its red, gold, yellow tones on the surface of the lake, reflections of this beautiful light in the hair of your partner as you look at her or look at him intensely and say, yes, I do. Memories like this. And more water is always a good idea. I'm talking walking by the lake, or just sitting and reading a book while sipping on some wine. Or maybe you just want to create a father-son moment. Go fishing with your son. Or even you just want to watch your children splash around as they laugh and experience Mother Nature in its purest form. Live.
Isimi Lagos gives you the rare opportunity to handpick your own food. Food grown and nurtured right there on Isimi grounds. Completely organic, zero processing. It gives you the very rare opportunity to take your food straight from farm to the table. Or maybe you're one for fine dining. Isimi Lagos has restaurants that will suit and match the most exotic palates, continental dishes, African dishes. And the good part about this is whether you're cooking in your kitchen or you're going to any of the restaurants on Isimi Lagos, you are assured completely organic food because everything is planted and harvested right there on Isimi Lagos farms. It's the next level of living.
The layout. 5 clusters within the city and the horizon. Origin 1. Over 50 eco-friendly homes, one of which is City Lights. 2-bedroom apartment, 8 floors, rooftop lounge, a spa, and a gym. It is built to suit your lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle, a productive lifestyle. A view from the living room gives you a beautiful ambience as you can see nature for yourself. The bedroom, built and fit for royals like you. The spa, a place for you to rejuvenate, a place for you to be reborn, if I dare say. And if you just want a more direct contact with nature, instead of just seeing it from your tall glass windows, you can just head to the rooftop lounge. Enjoy the beautiful terrain, the landscape, as the sun sets golden with your glass of wine. Probably just you with yourself, with your thoughts, being productive, or just relaxing.
The Oslo, two-bedroom terrace. If you've ever wondered what it must feel like to live surrounded by nature, then this is the house for you. 75% glass. This house gives you the most amazing panoramic view of the nature around you. The bedroom, the tall glass windows will do so much more than just let light in. In this room, nature is your next door neighbor. And there's the living room, earthly tones to match the nature that is outside, to soothe and enhance at the same time. If this is what you've dreamed of, then the Oslo is the house for you.
The Astra, the one-bedroom maisonette. Built for you. Built for one. Or maybe two, if you wrap closely enough. You can get a top view or a bottom view. From the bedroom, you can enjoy the view of your living room. And from the bottom view, you have enough space for you to accommodate others. Maybe a small cocktail party. And so from upstairs, you can get a view of the living experience and the bedroom experience.
And there's the Villaggio, three-bedroom detached. The living rooms are designed with more than enough space to accommodate, space to grow, space to create memories, space to love, to laugh, to gather, to hug, to hold, or to just enjoy the bond that comes with your family. The bedroom, the living room, nobody misses out on the awesome view. And of course, there's the terrace and the patio, because the fun shouldn't end indoors. And so maybe if what you want is to sit and laugh about a funny memory, something your child did when they were growing up, or maybe what you want is a barbecue night with the extended family, then this state-of-the-art patio is the place for you. The three-bedroom detached Villaggio is the home for you.
The Origin 1 clusters will be ready in 5 months with their recreational amenities set to be occupied.
Let's take a second to just appreciate the beauty that is the Origin 1 cluster. In just 5 months, the Origin 1 will be fully set up and ready for you to move in. At the core of this vision is a desire to restore man, to bring him to a new genre of life, to usher him to where life begins, where life truly begins, to bring him to the state he so desperately searches for. This vision was designed to bring man back to Isimi. Thank you.
we are all enjoying ourselves. All right, so it's time for the questions. So I'm the one taking the questions. So I hope a lot of you have been asking, where's Wale, what's up, where's Wale, where's Wale? So today I'm watching like everybody's watching. So,
Okay, so based on the questions that everyone has dropped through the link, we'll start. The first question is, can you share more info about the Tech Valley?
and please, you can also still drop your questions, and I'll be here to take them. So I think we should face the audience. So the Tech Valley experience is to allow people work on a short stay. Most times, people want a place that is very quiet for them to incubate their business ideas, for them to just stay in an environment that enhances that idea that they're trying to formulate or just trying to bring to life. So the Tech Valley allows mostly tech guys, not only tech guys anyway, because the Tech Valley has different training rooms for short retreats or for long retreats, depending. Company retreat training, but also Tech Valley mostly allow them to stay for 3 months. 3 months while they are working on their ideas. So it really doesn't feel like office. So it's not office structure. So you are there, you're waking up, you're working on your idea, and then you have opportunity to also invite an investor to that environment so that you can have a good time, rather than using the normal hotel experience or office setting.
Great. So it's sort of like a place that people can go to as you are incubating your idea and building it into becoming a business. And also, as you said, existing businesses can come for their retreat as well. So that's great. The next question is that when will Isimi Lagos be ready?
Isimi Lagos, we are planning Isimi Lagos in phases. It's a long-term project because the older it gets, the better. So, but the first phase would be ready, each phase will be ready every year. So the Origin 1 cluster is what we are working on now, and the Origin 1 cluster already supports some of the activities within the Isimi city. So, but for those who want short stay, we are also thinking of buying right now to also put for short rental income purpose. The cluster 1 Origin 1 will be ready in the next 5 months. Work is aggressively going on the site right now. So the groundbreaking itself is in 2 weeks' time, and work is already going on right there. So we're building all the eco homes. And the beauty of the city is we are not clearing. While the violin guy was playing the violin, the video you are seeing is the exact drone shot of the Isimi environment. So, and we're not clearing the trees. So we are leaving the nature the way it is. We are only clearing the places where we are building. So you have your house in the middle of a forest, and don't worry about snakes and all those animals. Don't worry, you're safe. We have people currently surveying the environment right now. Also, we are labeling the trees. So we want to know some of the trees, probably we have 500 years old, 700 years old. We never can tell. So we are retaining and doing all that research currently right now. So your house is in the middle of the nature in itself. So we are reserving that. And you see animals around, so in their normal state.
Okay. Someone asked, how much does it cost?
Well, there's a brochure you have right in your hands. I can't tell you the prices off my head right now. But the prices are there now, and that is just introductory price. One of the things about the environment also is it's not really for the general open market. So people can just come and say, okay, I have the money and I'm ready to buy. That's not the concept. It's by invitation and profiling. So you can request for invite, then we profile, then we can accept that we want you as a member of the Isimi city. So it's not in the open market where people just see the price or you see the advert on the billboard. That is not the concept of Isimi. Isimi concept is strictly by invitation and profiling, just because we want to keep the environment in good shape. So we want people who really need this environment to be those who will reside within the Isimi city. That is not to say people can't come for short stay, but even people coming for short stay, everything has to be screened. So I intend staying in Isimi in the next 5 years, full time, because I can go from VI to Isimi just in 45 minutes via the waterways because it's back in the Lekki Lagoon. And I can also arrive with my helicopter, I can go by road. And with the work that Lagos is doing on this road right now, that won't be a problem because that same water is, that Lekki Lagoon is the same water that Alaro City is going to use, and the same water they are going to use to commute around the refinery also. So around the free trade zone, let me just say that. So you can stay in that environment, and then also we're having a lounge in VI. So once you get to the lounge, you know that you're already home. So you are there while you're waiting for the boat to take you home. So you are there, you can go there with your friends, have a meal, and then while you wait for the boat to take you home. So the prices currently right now, I think we have some of the prices on the brochure right now, but that's not a fixed price because anything can happen. But that is the price as of now. And for the Origin 1 campus that we are currently working on, that we're ready within the next 5 months for people who want to do. So everybody here right now, we are giving you a free voucher to stay within Isimi City for 1 week. Once the Origin 1 campus is ready, available, so you can come with your family and stay in any of the apartments that they've shown you on the screen.
That's
so that
awesome.
you can, but it's not totally free because we are going to force you to, I mean, I'm sure you are enjoying everything you're seeing, but you are not really going to, you are going to pay for your food. So, but you are just staying in a free house and you are enjoying the free environment, the air, but you would pay for the food. So the concept of Isimi is you wake up in the morning and you go through the farm shop. You can either pick on the shelf or go through that same farm shop into the farm and pick your food by yourself. Your vegetables and all. So you won't see, if I'm going to make you understand, you won't see chicken. You will see fowl. So that is, so we want you to kill yourself and then have that farm experience and enjoy that, because that is what enhances even the life that we have as humans. So you can, once the Origin 1 campus will be ready in 5 months. There's a lot of work going on right now on the site, but it's not open to anybody yet. But the groundbreaking is in the next 2 weeks, and in the next 5 months, you will just get email alert that your voucher has been activated. Then we'll program it, and you can stay within the Isimi City for 1 week.
Great, that's very generous. Yeah. Okay, so the next question is that are the Villaggio homes available for sale? I think you addressed that in your question. Yes, it is, and the current price is in the brochure. Another question about the timeline for completion for Isimi. The person asks if it's going to take as long as...
no mention, I saw that question.
Yeah. So, the timeline for the completion of the project.
So we don't want to compare Isimi project with any other, because that question I saw it when the moment it dropped, so he was trying to compare with another project that is similar, it's taking long, but we are not rushing about the project. There's no rush about the project. We have not borrowed money from anybody to do the project, so we are not in a rush to pay back any money. That is not to say that we don't welcome investors, but it's not a project that we want to rush. It is something that needs careful planning. As a matter of fact, we've been planning since the last 7 months. This thing has been in the pipeline. So, and every day work is going on. But once you are requesting for invite and you are picking that unit or that development that you want, we would give you a timeline, and that timeline would not fail. But the timeline for the development depends on your payment plan. but the timeline is between 1 year, 18 months, 2 years. So that is the timeline. So if you are paying in full, you won't get your development until after 1 year. But between that time, you can use the prototype unit on site free of charge for short stay. We're not saying you pack your load and come. Other people would want to use it. But because you are already a member of the Isimi City, and you're subscribed already, before your house is ready, if you're paying full, your house will take 1 year. But between that time, you can come for short stay within the Isimi City.
Great. Can you talk to us a little bit about the cluster? We said we're starting with cluster, the first cluster, which is Origin 1. What is the idea behind the clusters?
Well, it's a very large piece of property. And one of the good things about it is back in the Lekki Lagoon and it's facing directly the Ekpe Expressway, just about 3-minute drive from the Ekpe Resort. Now, we had to zone it into different clusters, and each cluster has its own team because they will have their own private gates, that is the entrance, and they have their own private lake because not everybody can face the Lekki Lagoon. So they have their own private lake, and they have their own private recreational activities within the cluster. So the reason why we have it in different clusters like that is because of the different type of units that we are building. Some want the landmark, some want but the origin is, these are the units that we have within the origin cluster. Some would have just a bungalow and they want it on 2,000 square meter. Now, the minimum square meter of a unit, because also you can't directly park in front of your house, so you have to take a walk to get to your apartment. But your house, it's sitting on about 35% of the entire land size of your unit. So you're surrounded by trees and all that. You're surrounded by nature in itself. So the reason why we have the cluster purpose is also for us to plan effectively and for us not to say we are doing the whole thing at once. So we're doing it cluster by cluster, but you can still make use of the waterways for each different, to gain access, and then also the road to gain access.
Okay. So someone asked that, is there any plan to have places or apartments to be given out to guests who want to rest literally, or as the name implies, Isimi? So, but I think you addressed that, people can come for short lets and stay for
people
short
can
period
come
of time.
for short lets, but there are different structures around that.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. In the video, they showed a picture of a helicopter. Is that also something that is, optional and available for guests to arrive at Isimi?
You can request for that service. We are working a partnership now with I think some helicopter companies. So you can request. The current price that we have currently is, I think, from VI to Isimi about $350 if it's you by yourself. But it can also take 4 people. So you can request for that service, or privately you can land, but you can't park your shopper. So, but we can make that available for you in case you want to live within the people that are staying within the Horizon cluster. They have they can have their own, everybody can have their private boats, but you can't park your boats. So if you're staying within the Origin cluster and then some other cluster, you have to park your boats at the general jetty, marina kind of thing. So, but if you're staying within the Horizon cluster, you can park directly in front of your own house. And that allows you to also have a lot of special preference. So you can decide you want to land your helicopter on your rooftop. We allow that also.
Okay, great. So the idea is that you can come to Isimi either by land, by air, or by sea.
Yes.
Right. Okay, great. So the last question is about we talked about the sporting, activities within Isimi. Can you tell us a little bit about the polo club, the polo field and the golf course?
Yes. The polo is the anchor game for the city. Is the anchor game for the city is what we've given a lot of land space to. So you can, even if you don't know how to play polo, if you stay within the city, you will at one point or the other know how to ride a horse and get to play it sometime. So within the city, we have the polo, we have the golf course, we have the lawn tennis, we have the basketball, we have the Olympic-sized swimming pool, we have anything and anything that because the land allows us to create different things. Also, we have the amphitheater for concerts. We are planning a concert for December, and it will be loud. There's this slogan I want to remember. It will shock. Like that, did I pronounce it well? It will shock. It will shock. Then there's one, Airways. Is it Airways? Airways, yes. So we're planning something for December to shock the Airways. Yes. So.
Okay. The final question is: will Isimi Lagos be self-sustainable? If yes, what part of ecotourism have you planned for?
Okay. So one of the things that I didn't mention is also that you can have your own. You can have a generator. You can have every house is powered by solar. As a matter of fact, you can't even use your car within the city. You can only use the buggy within the city. You are allowed to walk. You can rent a bicycle. You can have your own bicycle within the city. But within the cluster and the city, you can't park your car. You have to park at the general car park and take a walk or either use a buggy. And you can, it is, right now we are currently researching on turbine, so for us to have that as an alternative. But currently we have not decided. But what we know currently is solar. As of now, each house will have its own solar system, so you are independently powered, so you're not paying for power within the city. It's already factored in the price of the building. So if you're not around, so you're not worried about lights that you're paying for. So everything within the city, we want to make it as much as possible free of, because what we are promoting in itself is nature. So, and that is what we want the environment to be like.
Okay, great. So it's going to be an eco-friendly city.
100%.
Great. So the last
The only
question.
thing you can bring in is your wine. Your wine. But food, you are not allowed to bring anything, frozen food, anything. So if you want to, so you can eat that outside of this thing. So, but when you come to Isimi, you eat fowl, you eat fresh. So you eat. And Ekpe is known for fish, and so every type of fish will be made available for you in case. So you have good fine dining. Trust me. For people, for everybody here, by the time we send you the activation for your vouchers, and you come and spend 1 week, you are the one that will be the apostle of Isimi, and proclaim the gospel of our dear city Isimi.
The final question is, what are plans towards better road network to Isimi? Any existing liaison with the government?
Did you hear the question? Please,
Okay.
I didn't hear you.
What are your plans towards better road network to Isimi? Any existing liaison with the government?
Eko Nibaje. So, I know that the attention of the state in itself is around that environment, and currently right now, they are doing the road from, I think, Eleko Junction to Ekpe. Ekpe Road is extremely very good. It's about 6 lanes or 8 lanes or something. It's very big. It's already good. But the main concern is from the Ibamade roundabout down all the way to Ekpe, which is currently undergoing different process now. But I know currently that they are doing the road from Eleko Junction to Ekpe, and I know that the government has no choice than to do that road and also make the coastal road available. It has to be done because of the huge activities that will be happening around the Ibejuleki and Ekpe environments within the next few years. It has to be done. So we are really not worried about that because we know it will be done.
But in the meantime, people have options. So they can come by boat.
Yeah, people have
Yes.
options. You can come by boats. You can come from Lagos Boat Club. You can come from Bay Lounge. You can come from... So you can come by a boat. And then if your pocket is very heavy, you can every time come with your own chopper and then land within the environment. So
Sorry,
the only
one
thing we
last
don't have is for you to land your private plane.
Yeah, look, PG. Sorry, one last question just dropped. Is there land for sale? If so, what are the land sizes?
The only places where we are selling land as an option is only within the Horizon cluster, and that is the close to the water. And the minimum square meter that we're selling is 1,500 to 3,000 square meter. These are for those who want to just do something very magnificent, because also it's very highly controlled. We want to see the kind of building you want to do. Because there's a type of building that is allowed even within the Horizon cluster. So that is available as well, but only within the Horizon cluster. Those close to the water.
Okay. Thank you so much. So what would be the one thing that you want people to take away from this event in terms of your idea for Isimi?
I think I would like to ask the question. Is there anybody here who believe that this Isimi is not possible? If you believe that it's not possible, I can make a bet with you. I can make a bet with you and tell you that in the next 5 months, you will see the Origin 1 campus. And in the next 1 year, Isimi will be the talk of the town. In the next 2 years, you will long to come to the Isimi environment. And that is the dream. This is not even just a dream. This is already a reality. What I tell myself every time is that if this looks big, as a matter of fact, then why are we here? Because this is not big. This is what life should be. And we are doing it. And all I can tell you is sit back, relax, pray for us if you can, but it will be a reality. And that is my promise to everybody sitting here today. And by the special grace of God, we are working tirelessly, and the flow is not stopping. And what I can also say is to just, if you're not following Isimi on Instagram, you can follow so to monitor the progress also immediately after the groundbreaking. And if you want to take a tour to the real city in itself, after the groundbreaking, we can take you on a tour to the city so that you can experience the city yourself, from how it is now to how, because you will appreciate things more at the initial stage when you are seeing it, like when you see it at the initial stage and then you are seeing it when it's fully done, you will have that mental picture of how things can be transformed. So what I want you to take away from here is it is already possible and is made for everybody. It's made for everybody. I can hear some people say, with the money. It's made for everybody. And I look forward to having everybody here as Isimi Lagos member. Thank you very much.
Thank you. you. So some people asked who the CEO is. My apologies, I didn't introduce him. I just assume that everyone knows Mr. Wale Ayilara. So Mr. Wale Ayilara is the CEO and founder of Landway Investment Limited.
Well, do I
Thank
need
you.
introduction? All right, so thank you very much for coming. There is lunch, and I hope we'll have a good time chatting together. Thank you.
Thank you.